So what I would say first is, what I would suggest is you go to a dollar store. This is where I found these. I bought 10 of them. But a dollar store for safety goggles, I would recommend it, especially for those of you who have not been trained in chemistry lab. For everyone, but especially those who haven't been trained in chemistry lab, you should be using this if you're going to make any type of diluted solution of any sort. Technically speaking, anytime we come into some, with household products, we should be protecting our eyes. We know that this is one of the routes in which bacteria or anything can get into our system. So this is good for being safe, and I would recommend it. If you don't have it, then just be super careful. Maybe even put on some sunglasses. That'll protect you somewhat. The good thing about these is that they have these side things here. So this is where sunglass would give you protection for. This part here is actually going to give you further protection because splashing can't come in through the sides. Additionally, if there's any fumes coming off, then this is going to give you more protection. So I would recommend this if you're going to make this solution. Hopefully you can get it. If not, just, again, sunglasses would be the best because they're a little bit wider than regular reading glasses. Additionally, gloves. These are hard to find at the moment. So I would say, if you have disposable ones, I would use that. If you actually have, the ones that you use every day, let me grab that, right? Obviously, I would stock up on those. Before I stock up on these, I would stock up on those. But either or, I would say you should be protecting your hands, protecting your eyes, of course your mouth, but that one's easier to protect. It's your eyes and your hands. So use this safety. I'm not going to, because I'm not going to be making the actual solutions right now. I am going to be making it for myself and for my cleaners, but I just wanted to show you guys. All right, so in terms of what is currently being used, right? So if there's a quote on it, you only have 4. It's on these products. So you have bleach and rubbing alcohol. They only let me get 4, right? And then what everyone seems to be going crazy about is this, the Lysol solution. And they're completely disregarding bleach because they think this is, oh my God, amazing. Let's be clear, okay? A lot of times these types of solutions just have bleach in it, right? So what makes it a disinfectant? Because it has bleach in it or some type of product that disinfects. So there's nothing fancy about this. All you need is this, right? So let's say you can't find Lysol because everyone's going crazy for Lysol. Put that to the side. Forget Lysol. Maybe you can find this. This is going to last you way longer than this is going to last you. And they're almost comparable in price. I bought this for $1 at Dollar Tree. This, $2 at ShopRite. So be mindful about your money as well as how long these things are going to go for. So right now, bleach is important in addition to rubbing alcohol. So they also say that this is a disinfectant, which I agree. What I would say, though, what many people don't realize, nail polish remover is also a disinfectant, and there's no limit on this. When I was in the dollar store today, I'm looking, limit on this, limit on, but I go down, I'm like, there's like 20, 30 bottles of acetone. So I stocked up, and then whoever was in the area concerned that there wasn't enough rubbing alcohol, I just let them know about this, and they went and purchased it. But not a lot of people realize that nail polish is a disinfectant as well. So again, these are the options most people are currently using. So what I want to do is tell you what never to mix. And if you do mix it, there's a possibility of you either hurting yourself or killing yourself and people in the apartment or house with you. So the first thing I will say, vinegar, awesome. Bleach, amazing. Together, you're dead. Straightforward. Great, bad, okay? Together, they're going to create chlorine gas. Chlorine gas is extremely poisonous, right? So not only are you likely to be inhaling that fumes, but then the person who's in the living room watching TV, all of a sudden they're going to start to feel not so good. And you definitely are not going to feel good, but them too. And then if you don't act on it quickly and you don't realize there's something happening, then the chances of everyone in the house getting poisoned is very high. Don't mix these. All right, so that's vinegar. And just to help you, There you go. Vinegar plus bleach, chlorine glass. Vinegar plus bleach, chlorine glass. Vinegar plus bleach, chlorine gas equals likely death. So putting that to the side. All right, next one to be concerned about is our awesome Windex. Who doesn't have Windex in their house, okay? Be careful with Windex. There are some formulations that actually have ammonia, and there's some formulations that don't. If you happen to have one that has ammonia, then be super careful. Again, if you take Windex or anything ammonia and our awesome bleach, great, awesome, together, not so good, okay? So in this case, if it's ammonia, Windex of some sort plus bleach, issue that you're going to have is you're going to start to inhale some type of fumes. They're going to give you likely some throat burn. In addition, because you're inhaling, there's lung damage that's occurring from the fumes. Again, it's what you can't see that's a danger, right? So the fumes is what's going to be causing you the problems. Great, together, no good. So that's Windex. Let's put that to the side. The next one, rubbing alcohol plus bleach. Now again, boom, boom, great, together, no good, right? So what's the problem? Chloroform gas and other components are going to be released, and that again can be death. When you're thinking about chloroform, think about those movies where someone's trying to attack someone from behind, but they want it to be quiet, and they come with that paper and they put it over your mouth, and all of a sudden, you're done, pretty much. That's chloroform, okay? If you inhale too much of that, you're dead. So again, if you mix these, you're going to start to release that compound. Again, your sister, brother, mother, hanging out on the couch, watching TV, all of a sudden you're all feeling sick, and if you don't get out the house, air out the house immediately, you could possibly kill everyone, okay? So, no good. Let's put that to the side. The next one that some people might attempt to do is to take hydrogen peroxide and mix that with vinegar. Fumes is not a problem so much in this case. What is the corrosive acid that you create, okay? So now, again, peroxide is awesome, no problem, okay? But if you then take your peroxide, and where's the vinegar? Somewhere over here. Great, no good, okay? You can clean a surface with this on one area, and you can clean a surface on the other side with this. But if you attempt to mix these, saying, oh, I'm going to have a super duper effective, solution, no, okay? What you're going to have is a strong acid. And so when you go to touch it, you can likely burn yourself. Don't mix these. And that is, I think, pretty much it. I covered all the things I think are super important for you guys not to mix. I'm also going to post after this some of the things that I found on the internet, just more information so that those of you who like to read can read it. I'll include the article that I grabbed a lot of the information from so that you guys can read that article as well. And now, for those of you who like to see things, this helps, right? You're looking at the products. What I want to do now is show you how to make a simple disinfectant with bleach. Don't overdo it. It's not necessary, okay? This is a concentrated version for my chemistry students. Concentrated version. Think about when you were in chem lab. You had to dilute it, and it was still effective, right? You take a reaction, if you can dilute it, it still works. Same thing here. You dilute it, it's still going to work. So you take this, and you take 1/3 cup measure of something, right? Of somehow, whatever. I would prefer, metal, but plastic, whatever, it doesn't matter. Beggars are choosers, right? Beggars can't be choosers. So in this case, you take bleach, you pour that into here. There should be 1/3. If you have a gallon container of some sort, take 1 gallon of water. This is not a gallon of water, but take 1 gallon of water, 1/3 of this. Put that in there. Let it mix a little bit. Then you can take an empty Windex, an empty, orange spray. If you have empty ones, wash them out 2 times. Wash, wash, wash. Wash, wash, wash. Once that's good, Then you just pour this right in there, black marker, label, bleach, disinfectant. So you don't want anybody mistaking, Windex and bleach. Please be careful. So if you do that, 1/3 cup of bleach, 1 gallon of water, you will have disinfectant. Think about it. This bleach right here, there's 2 quarts, 64 ounces. That's more than enough to get you a supply of disinfectant for at least 3 months. I would say at least 3 months, especially if all you're doing is taking care of your household. You should be good to go. There's no need to panic about not having disinfectant. You have one, that's this. You have the possibility of this. And now you know, if all else fails, nail polish remover, find it. They're not going to limit how much you can actually purchase of this. Most people don't realize they can use this. Now you guys do. So again, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. I'm out there in the streets and I'm doing my very best, and I'm very mindful of safety. And I know there's a lot of you guys out there very mindful of safety, but there's also a lot of question marks about what solutions are the best ones to use. Because we're so worried, we're trying to create very powerful solutions, and we're at home with time on our hands. All I'm saying is relax, take note of what I just said, everything's going to be fine. Now, in the event that one person in the family does have to leave the house, what I would suggest, when they come home to the door, they walk in, immediately they take off all their clothes that they wore today that was exposed to the air. You take that, you put it in a garbage bag, you seal it tight. Immediately shower. Everything off, right? Everything. While that person is showering, right, either someone can help them or they can do it themselves. Then they're going to have to disinfect their cell phone and anything they came into contact with when they were outside. It makes no sense for you to take off your clothes, put it in a bag, go jump in the shower, and then you come out and you're on your phone. It doesn't make sense. You have to disinfect your phone as well, in addition to anything else that you come into contact with out in the streets and you're bringing it into your house. So I would suggest you go through that protocol. Clothes off, in a bag, seal that tightly, jump in the shower. Anytime someone comes in and comes back out, especially if you're living with an elderly person or children, right? We thought children were okay, that they were safe. Now we know they're not. We know that they're also suffering from the same thing, and both senior citizens and children have compromised immune systems most of the time. So don't mix the things I told you not to mix. Create the solution I showed you to create, and do this procedure when you come in your house, and I think we'll all, live to see another day. Thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. If you think there's anybody else that might find this helpful, please feel free to forward them the video. One other thing I'm going to